have heard of Roswell. Well, based off my personal experience, I have heard the horror stories, and I've also heard the not horror stories. But what we are here today to discuss is whether or not aliens truly exist. Are they the bald-headed, buggy-eyed freaks we think they are, or are they actually among us living as lizard men? With me today I have two men. Luckily they still have their hair. And they will be discussing today whether or not aliens do or do not exist. Starting with us, we will start off with the man in black, MIB, Mr. Bomba Anderson.
Good evening. Yes, I do believe that aliens are a real thing, and I believe that because of one reason only. I had an amazing night one night. I had 3 bottles of tequila in Mexico, ate the worm, and ended up on a beach in the middle of Cancun. And there I fell asleep on the beach, and while I was there, I woke up to several grays standing over me.
And when you say grays, I'm sorry, but if I may, when you say grays, you mean an
Aliens.
alien-like figure?
No, not like figure. They were aliens.
Okay, thank you.
We were on the
Thank you.
mothership. We were being forced to, well, let's just say expose crevices that I didn't even know were able to be shown.
I am wondering, is it your own crevice that you were unaware of, or was it an
Yes.
actual? Oh, okay. Thank you for that
It was
clarification.
my own crevice and other crevices that I was unaware were happening. And when these crevices were explored, it was quite joyous and rather unnerving at the same time.
I have one more question. Would you call it an out-of-body experience?
It was definitely in my body, I'll tell you that right now.
It was. Okay. We have heard
And-
stories and accounts of some calling it out-of-body. So to hear it be in body, it makes for a very interesting
It
tale.
was
Please,
definitely in body,
please
if
continue.
you know what I'm saying.
Please continue.
So there was 3 of them. One was named Paco, one was named Eduardo, and one was named Juan. And they
Interesting.
had shaved heads with giant eyes. Now, they had giant eyes, and I'll tell you why they had giant eyes, because they had to see every single minute area of the crevices. And the crevices were explored, again, very deeply with large instruments. And those instruments were scary. They were frightening. They spread them open with other instruments and
Interesting.
then explored them with instruments. And then when they were done, you know what they did? They dropped me off at the roof of a Del Taco, 7 feet up in the air. And then when I got done, I wasn't wearing any clothes. I was completely naked, and I felt exposed. Not only because I had just had crevices explored, because I wasn't wearing any clothes.
Did you feel as though you were reborn?
I was so reborn. I'm actually on an alien dating site. I'm trying to find. It's called matchalien.com.
No, I thought it was.
Well, you turned me on to it, so.
Sir, this is not supposed to get personal.
I'm not getting personal. I'm simply saying the card that you gave me said it was matchalien.com.
We will not be getting into this at
You
this
told
session.
me you experienced the same thing in Mexico.
There are differences in our accounts, and I will not be getting into that today. But
You said your crevice was explored in Mexico.
what happens in Cabo may stay in Cabo.
It wasn't
Now-
Cabo either. It was Cancun.
Now, if I may, I think this is getting slightly inappropriate. I would like to hear from you, Mr. Backwater.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry, this is a family show, and we tend to not like to use those words. Do you care to elaborate?